not going to pay for it because I don't want to support it. It's like, that's kind of a bit hypocritical, you know?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do that with
I
like
get your point.
all of the oil companies who have CEOs who are just as evil or whatever. You wouldn't be able to go steal oil from the fuel station and then go, well, it's because I don't agree with the CEO of Mobil,
right?
Or whatever.
The way you protest that is, I don't drive. I bought a bike. I bought an electric car. Whatever. There are ways to circumvent it. You don't break into the Exxon gas station and steal all the gas. You know.
Yeah.
I really want to read Mein Kampf, but I'm not going to buy a copy. I'll just buy it.
Who sits down and says, I really want to read Mein Kampf?
Yeah, I can't say I've seen too many people like really wanting to read it but feeling guilty.
Well, they're acting as if this fucking game is Mein Kampf. They're literally acting as if this woman, this charitable woman, is literally Adolf Hitler. So, okay, if that's how it is, then don't even pirate it.
Yeah. I think you just have to accept the good with the bad. I think if we take another case, people can rewatch old episodes of Rick and Morty and say, oh man, Justin Roiland turned out to be a piece of shit, but I like this show. I'm going to watch it. I don't think that's a bad thing. You know, because especially with Harry Potter, because growing up with it, none of this was a thing. So the memories and the joy that you have for it are not at all related to these incidents that happened recently. So you can buy this game, support the developers who largely are unaffiliated with J.K. Rowling, and say, yeah, she's a piece of shit. I don't like her, but hey, game looks good and I like Harry Potter. I think that's fine. I think you can do that.
Not
Just
only
let
that
people have what they enjoy.
It's not even that the game developers are unaffiliated with her. She had legitimately no part in it, and it seems like they have openly come out against her. There is a trans character in the game, for example, in the main storyline.
Have you seen the
conspiracy theories about this character? I love it.
Yeah,
when,
I
people
saw.
actually go schizophrenic. It's like what... All right, so for those who may not know, because you don't care about this game or Harry Potter, there's a character called Sirona Ryan? Anyway, first name is Sirona. So rumors spread among trans Twitter that this is an inside joke among the developers to mock trans people because the name starts with Sir. So it's like Sir Ryan. This is a conspiracy theory. Also, one tweeter said that Sirona Ryan also contains the word Aryan. If you look closely, because, you know, Sirona ends with A and then Ryan, Aryan. So I made a quick list of other things that, based on this information, I think trans people should avoid. Starting with sirloin steak. Obviously, this is a transphobic dog whistle. The next one, right-wing death squads will tell you that I'm reaching with this one, but bear with me. Surfing. I know it's S-U-R, but still, I mean, we don't want to commit genocide. Yeah. And surgery. It's so stupid.
Jesus Christ.
If 9/11 conspiracies and the Satanic Panic had a baby, it's this fucking drama. I remember when like the Christian Bible thumping rights used to burn Harry Potter books because they said this is indoctrinating our children into Satanism and shit. And now it's like hyper progressive trans people literally. There was a trend on TikTok of them burning Harry Potter books. It's interesting how the pendulum swung back in this bizarre fashion.
It's also kind of funny that the developers clearly tried to like appease or like make a statement.
I don't even. Yeah, it's not even them appeasing. Like they have like openly come out and said like, yeah, we really don't agree with it. Like we don't like J.K. Rowling from what I've read.
So basically, they've tried to like disconnect themselves from the overall discussion and support this group, and then this group comes out and shits on their efforts to do so. It's like,
they're going to find whatever way they can to be upset. The trans character in the game could have been called like Grimwald, and they'd be like, Grim, that stands for God or really emasculated man. Like they will find any path that they want to just, you know, shit on the game because they have their stance, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But making connections that don't exist is is just completely stupid.
Well, it makes you look insane.
Yes, absolutely.
The goblins are a reference to Jews thing is also fucking dumb, which I looked up, and turns out this was a joke started by Jon Stewart. And apparently he spent the years since literally coming out and desperately explaining to people that he was just fucking joking and he does not think that JK is anti-Semitic in the least. So, but that's still in the game. In the conspiracy theories. And then you look at the game and the fucking goblins, the main character is, the main bad guy is like this dude who has piranha teeth and red eyes. which I've never met a Jewish person that looks like that, but what do I know?
It also doesn't sound
the counter
Jewish,
argument I will always bring. The counter argument I always bring to these kind of discussions every single time where people want to play footsie with their morals versus a video game and always cave and end up buying it is look at Mario. Mario is a Italian stereotype from top to bottom. He has a thick mustache, speaks in a Mamma Mia accent, and dreams about spaghetti. But no one has a problem with him. No one ever rallies to cancel Mario, to not buy Mario games, to pirate and not buy. They pick and choose their issues, but they're hypocritical about it, you know?
Well, everyone picks and chooses issues. That's nothing new here. The big argument I see is that it financially supports J.K. Rowling in that, which, I mean, she does get royalties from it, but
she's a fucking billionaire.
She's not. She donates so much money, so she stays off the billionaires list. That's how fucking wealthy she is. So it's so negligible. Like if this sells 10 million copies, that will change nothing in her life. Her big moneymaker right now, and I see no one making a stink about it, actually comes from merch sales at Universal Studios. And I don't see anyone
makes sense.
I don't see anyone rallying against Universal.
Like the GDP of a small country from that fucking theme park shit.
Yeah, Harry Potter World at Universal.
That's wild.
Nobody cares. But dude, she really is so wealthy from all these royalties. Like, you have to understand, Harry Potter's the books. Charlie may not like them. But again, mothers and fathers will never stop buying those books for their little brats that they just want to start reading books. It is timeless at this point. You can burn as many of them as you want. It's not going anywhere. And the fucking demonization of this woman too. Yeah, it's true what Charlie is saying. This woman literally keeps herself off the Forbes list of billionaires by donating her wealth. Constantly.
She just has so much fucking money. It's unreal how much money she has.
Does she have an intention behind staying off the billionaire list? Is there a reason to do that?
She genuinely seems like she just is obsessed with helping women. Like, here's all the horrific things that she's done in just the last year. Matching donations for Ukrainian children to get them out of the country. She secretly donated hundreds of thousands to female lawyers and their families in Afghanistan to save them from execution. And she just founded a new women's rape shelter in the UK, I think. Like, this is the sort of shit that this lady gives money to. Yeah,
but you can still do good things and be a shit person. Like, I'm also not a big J.K. Rowling fan. I think she's pretty turbo cringe and she says some shit that I don't agree with. But, she does do good things. A lot of evil people also do good things as well, but doesn't mean you have to like them.
I agree. Of course they do. But I don't think she's evil in the least. Give me shit for it.
We had a whole podcast episode not that long ago on a big issue like this where we mentioned, I forgot what the specific topic was, but it was like, you can appreciate the good that someone does even if you don't agree with them or like them. Do you guys remember what that topic was?
I don't remember what we were